So the preview of Module 26 is here. Let's quickly run through everything it's gonna have to offer, at least that I've found within the hour of looking at it. First of all, we have a new adventure, Hero's Path. It's going to give us the ability to run through the game a bit like a tutorial. It's going to teach us about advanced combat training, earning astral diamonds, random queues, obtaining your boons, getting your mount bolster, getting that item level to 20,000, then to 30,000, 40,000, 50,000, and that's right, it's giving like coal moat rewards there just to help you get things upgraded. And then you're getting the ultimate one where you get up to 90,000, where you need like mythic colors and mythic enchantments with bolsters at 100%, with the ultimate reward of a mythic choice pack of some mounts and some companions. Most notably, the golden companions are there. And then we have the return of the Barbed Neverwinter Lion, the Hag's Cauldron, and also a new mount, Demon Wings. So that is really cool. But then we have a new campaign, Demonweb Pits. It's going to have a new adventure zone, which I'll cover in another video, that's going to be linked to Undermountain, most likely filled with a lot of demons. It'll allow us to get some fashion here, along with some insignia powder, a vanity pet, some greater shards, a pack with the new artifact set, which we'll cover in a sec, a glyph, and ultimately a choice pack of a ring from Master Temple of the Spider. This campaign will be linked to a new dungeon called Demonweb Pits. You're going to have most likely a master version and also a standard version. You can use the key on that there. You can get a vanity pet here, another one here, another one here with some overloads. We're going to have some new insignias, tranquility and precision, along with 3 new enchantments, a peridot, diamond and opal, along with a wild card Combat Enchantment, which I believe has some major tooltip errors there and shouldn't be working like that, but who knows. We have some new gear here. You'll be able to upgrade your Bregan gear that you were obtaining within Menzoberranzan, and the way you will upgrade it is you will have to do hunts in the Norbadorlian and Menzoberranzan. I probably butchered the pronunciation of that, but you're going to have to do hunts to get currency in order to get that upgraded if you wanted to do so. Again, we'll cover that. The bonuses will get upgraded a little bit along with the item level. And then there is new gear from the dungeon, and that all has a new set of its own bonuses. Again, we'll cover that in a separate video. But we can check then the collections, and we can see we can obtain a bunch of new items here as well. So from the new dungeon, the master version, will be able to get some new gear. And this has some pretty useful bonuses that people will definitely be using within endgame, like some pretty good arms, some upgrades to gear we've had before, same bonus, so you won't have to change your build match, with just then higher item level, up to 2050. Then there's a bunch of this abyssal gear here you can obtain from doing your dungeon, along with your campaign that you can purchase here. And then you can upgrade your Bregan gear to mythic here, increasing the bonuses a bit and also the item level then. Now we also have some new artifact sets. Right here we have 3 new ones. This mythic one, most likely from the new dungeon, master version, is going to be an upgrade to your Apocalypse set. It's basically increasing the damage the target takes by up to 5%. Very useful, especially with it having such a high item level. The next set here is an upgrade to, I believe, what we had with the Wyvern set, but with the different stats. When you use daily power, you create a rune on the ground. If people stand on it, they gain the buff. And then the third set here, where when you stand still, you gain a 5% damage bonus and action point gain. Can be very useful if you're fighting a boss that isn't moving around a lot and you don't have to move much. But ultimately, those artifacts you'll be able to get to mythic, they'll give 1,500, you can see all the way there, and they all are going to have a debuff benefit. Now the first 2 artifacts here will just increase the amount of damage the target takes by 7.5% along with a bit of flavor, and the third one will decrease the enemy's awareness. By how much, we can't really see yet. But back to the Northdark We'll also be able to obtain some new rings. It's got a bunch of bonuses here, but most you've seen before. But using 2 of them will create a set where your powers will deal 2.5% more damage when you're 25 feet or closer to your target. So that's gonna probably be best in slot, with damage for your at-wills, damage for your AoE powers, encounter power damage, stat gain, daily power damage, and then some support powers like damage against enemies with shields, multi-target heals being more effective, some bonus stats there, along with the Manticore Bite ring, so you could change your helmet up if you wanted to on a tank, and then also when you stand still you gain a bunch of stats. And there are some legendary rings there, but none too great, and some epic rings as well. But ultimately you also have some new shirt and pants. These ones coming from heroic encounters. Basically, when you're healed, you have a chance to gain crit severity, with the pants giving you power and defense of 5% when there's no teammates within 30 feet. That's probably going to work like the arms. You only need one person 30 feet or further away and you gain the bonus. That's very useful. And then a legendary set here, very similar to the Dragon Hunt one. You gain 1 second off your cooldowns, and then the pants giving you some action point gain, and the set combined will also give you 3% action point gain if you use both. And checking the collections for the companions, we can see there's a new one here, Gromp Brain. Basically he's going to give us crit strikes like the Black Dragon Ironstone, very useful, and he's a striker companion, doesn't seem to have any particular benefits other than being AoE. But additionally, on the Wondrous Bazaar, we can access all that new gear to test, which is wonderful. We've got these sets there, but we also have down the bottom some new weapons. They basically look like an upgraded version of the Xemnid weapons. They also have a sheen to them. Your damage and healing are increased by 3%, and your incoming damage reduced by 7.5% when your stamina is empty, and at the start of combat, you gain crit strike and crit severity increased by 1%. For every 5 seconds during combat, they increase by 1%, maximum 5%. That can be very useful, and I would say that's for a support pretty much best in slot. And for a damage dealer, not so much, because they don't have the item level, the base item level you would gain through the Weaver weapons like you have here. I think the Weaver weapons will still be better most cases. But that is about it. Again, very nice to see the addition of the hero's path. Just gonna hold your hand and basically a bit of a tutorial step by step of what you should do next after you've hit level 20. And then the new campaign with the new dungeon, and also Path of the Fallen Avernus has been put as a legacy campaign. You will be able to go ahead and use genie gifts to get your way through it nice and quickly. That's very good to see. But with that said, many more videos to come showcasing everything more in depth, testing everything. And so a special thank you to all these members for their added support. And we'll see you guys around. Goodbye for now.